While Toyota, Samsung, and other Western giants quietly refine next-gen battery tech behind closed doors, Huawei has slammed a game-changing card on the table, a solid-state battery that could deliver an eye-watering, almost science fiction range of up to 1,968 miles, around 3,000 kilometers on a single charge. Just imagine, Los Angeles to Chicago and back without stopping to plug in. But this isn't just about range for bragging rights. This changes everything. This isn't simply a clash of brands anymore. It's a fight for survival. Because if other automakers can't match Huawei's pace in the next 2 or 3 years, they risk becoming irrelevant in the fastest evolving auto market ever. We're not talking about a tiny bump in performance. We're talking about batteries that could double the energy density of Tesla's already game-changing 4,680 cells, promise 4-minute top-ups, and perhaps most importantly, finally overcome the fatal flaw that's haunted solid-state designs for years: rapid degradation. But Huawei isn't racing alone. Even Tesla isn't sitting still. It's ramping up production at its Shanghai Gigafactory to over 1.3 million vehicles a year. And Huawei's breakthrough is just one of over 7,600 battery patents filed every year in China alone. At the end of the day, it's not about press releases or fancy shows. It's about which company can take a fragile lab prototype and transform it into something you and I can actually buy and drive. Whoever wins that battle could define the next decade of automotive history. Huawei versus 24M, two breakthroughs, two paths. Let's dig into what's really going on. Right now, two different battery breakthroughs are making waves worldwide. On one side, there's 24M Technologies, an American startup rewriting the rules of liquid-based batteries. Their Eternalite electrolytes paired with an Impervio separator reportedly delivers an incredible 660 watt-hours per kilogram energy density, the highest ever confirmed for a non-solid-state battery. That's enough with theoretical ranges of up to 1,000 miles. 1,6 km and ultra-fast charging that can add about 300 kilometers, roughly 200 miles in just 4 minutes. On the other side, Huawei surprises everyone with its bombshell, a solid-state battery that hits around 500 watt-hours per kilogram at first glance. That's technically less than 24M, but here's why it's potentially more disruptive. Solid-state batteries are safer, no flammable liquid inside, they need less cooling equipment, so the car can be lighter and simpler. And most importantly, Huawei claims to have cracked solid-state's biggest Achilles heel, the rapid breakdown where lithium meets the solid electrolyte. They say they fixed it by doping sulfide electrolytes with nitrogen-complicated chemistry that could finally stop premature aging. That unlocks mind-blowing flexibility for automakers. Build smaller, lighter, cheaper EVs that still get great range, or keep battery sizes the same and smash range anxiety altogether, offering nearly 2,000 miles on a single charge. Either way, it's a nightmare scenario for gasoline engines. EVs become cleaner, lighter, faster, cheaper to run, and suddenly better in almost every way. The reality check: cost, charging speed, and market rollout. Now, let's ground this in reality right now. Huawei's solid-state battery isn't cheap. It could cost around $1,200 per kilowatt. That's about 20 times more expensive than the widely used LFP batteries that power today's affordable EV. So don't expect to see this in a $25,000 EV tomorrow. The first wave will likely go into luxury models, supercars, or cutting-edge SUVs, brands that can charge premium prices to cover these early costs. But think back to old TVs. In the beginning, they were status symbols for the Now, they're on Black Friday deals. Solid-state batteries could follow the same path: niche at first, then slowly reaching the mass market as production scales up and costs fall. Right now, 24M probably leads in practical charging speeds, claiming 4-minute charges without the need for new megawatt-scale infrastructure. But Huawei's solid-state platform isn't far behind and has huge upside potential. Solid-state cells naturally handle heat better and tolerate higher voltages, so as the grid and power electronics catch up, Huawei's batteries could charge faster too. And here's something interesting: if your EV can travel 1,500 to 2,000 kilometers on a single charge, you won't need to fast charge every day, maybe once every week or two. That could change how we think about EV ownership altogether. The big picture: beyond just cars, Huawei's battery isn't just about building longer-range cars. It could transform other industries. 2. Imagine off-grid renewable energy storage systems that don't risk catching fire, or data centers in freezing climates where lithium-ion batteries lose capacity. Huawei's solid-state chemistry is non-flammable, cold-resistant, and more durable, opening doors in places from Alaska to Tibet. And yes, even affordable EVs like Tesla's rumored $25,000 Model 2 could benefit in the long run. If solid-state packs can be scaled and costs drop, Tesla could build compact cars with world-beating range, unlocking markets in regions where chargers are scarce, like parts of Africa, Latin America, or Southeast Asia. Huawei's battery could also slot partially into existing production lines, with only about 10% retooling costs, making the transition easier for gigafactories already set up to build lithium-ion cells. How Huawei's battery works: a peek Under the hood, without getting too deep into the chemistry, here's why Huawei's breakthrough matters. Instead of flammable liquid electrolytes, it uses solid sulfide-based electrolytes, doped with nitrogen to stabilize the interface between the lithium metal and the solid material. That's critical because this interface is where traditional solid-state batteries break down and lose capacity. The new design could prevent dendrite formation, tiny spikes that can short out batteries and start fires. It could also allow the battery to run at higher voltages, boosting energy density. Plus, with no liquid to spill or burn, battery architecture becomes naturally fireproof, a huge advantage as regulators tighten safety standards. Huawei versus legacy automakers, who will win? While Huawei, a tech giant, pushes ahead with real patents and lab breakthroughs, many traditional automakers are still making promises. Toyota first promised a solid-state EV for consumers back in 2021. It's now 2025, and there's still nothing on the lot. Samsung SDI QuantumScape and others have shown amazing lab results but no mass production. Even Tesla, although famously secretive, has quietly filed its own solid-state patents, hinting they're not ignoring this race. So the question becomes, should automakers keep playing it safe, tweaking liquid lithium-ion batteries, or should they gamble big and rethink everything like Huawei? Why this changes everything? Huawei isn't just improving existing batteries. They're rewriting the rules. Solid-state design with almost double the density of mainstream cells, near 2,000-mile range that kills range anxiety forever. Non-flammable chemistry that could finally eliminate EV fires. Flexibility for car makers to build lighter, cheaper, or ultra-long-range EV. The real breakthrough isn't just the numbers, it's the chance to leave behind decades-old battery limitations and design cars and grids around what's finally possible. Your turn. What do you think? Could a tech giant like Huawei, known for smartphones and telecom, really outpace legacy automakers to lead the EV battery revolution? Or should we trust the brands that have built cars for over a century to figure this out first? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We love hearing from you. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more behind-the-scenes looks at EV technology, battery breakthroughs, and the future of driving, hit like, share, and subscribe to Road Zone Reviews. Don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching and see you next time on Road Zone Reviews.